so serious compared to Mario Kart. Gasp, gasp. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Not on my watch, you won't. Boy, am I nervous? 1 second, guys. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Was tomato juice liquid? Yeah, of course it was. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey! Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! What? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! Can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Oh, it's his girlfriend. Oh. Oh. Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. First case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna save the butts. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your clients. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Handshaking and eyes are fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant of this case. Larry Butts. Oh! wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Case report covered to cover so many times. Cindy! Cindy! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! You absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course, I know the victim's name. Just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this case? Cinder block, Cindy Stone. Okay, so... Oh, here she is. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Oh, only 22, man. Defendant in this case, a likable guy, has been my friend since grade school. Chief Tony at Fane Cook, my boss. Very good defense. Lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Good! For you shall lose! Alright, so it's Cindy. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Gosh, how many times? Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Hit with a blunt object. Correct! Ding, 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 ding! You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright, for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck by a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what this object was? Murder weapon was the statue, the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see, the court accepts it into evidence. The statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Let's go, guys! Let's save the butts! Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, ex-girlfriend. Oh. Hey! Watch it, buddy! We're great together with Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Oh. I wonder if that's the guy that killed her. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris 7:30. It's confusing because I read it as the date. I read it as 37 and then the year. Anyway, the day before the murder. Okay. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. Victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Ah, that's pain. That's not okay. I don't like you already. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? What do you mean? Get out of here! Get out of here. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens to stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Sweat away pain, cause you're in pain. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. Well, it wasn't cheating if she dumped you, okay? She was no longer with you, so therefore it is not cheating. Goodbye. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. He went, what do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering. Have him answer honestly. We're not hiding anything. Signal. Yeah, I was there when it worked. Yeah, we got nothing to hide, he went, but we didn't kill him. Order, well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Oh, really? Yeah, BS. So he's a newspaper seller, apparently. Mr. Frank Sarwit to the stand. Mr. Sarwit, you saw newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. You may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. So it's funny, we know from the movie that we watched at the start, it's not a spoiler, we know that he did it, right? From the movie that we watched from the start. But we need to find a way to show proof that he did it. Otherwise, obviously, you can't just say he did it, you know? I was going door to door. If he claims seeing him flee, then it's either him or the one who's accusing. Mrs. Selwick kind of looks like the mask dealer from Majora's Mask. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's a bit sus. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Okay. I went to a nearby park and found the public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. He is. He's making some bold statements, yes. Harry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. You can. We got this. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Oh no. At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your page. Could have avoided getting caught by not getting involved. True. But also, not true because Then they would have had to find someone. I don't know. I know what you mean. And it's weird when the murderer like comes in and says, oh, I saw someone else do it. Like, why don't they just hide? I get what you mean. There must be a reason though. There must be a reason. 1 day, years from now, he'll stumble into Hyrule and start selling masks on. Yeah, it is painty. It's fine. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out. I just like, if someone has played this game, obviously no spoilers, please. But if you haven't, feel free to make your guesses. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Well, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I was going door-to-door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Hold it! Hold it! Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? We shall see. I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the crime of a scene. Defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. What happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched it for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Wow. True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did pain cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? This could be very important. I mean, no, nothing! Okay, what happened next? See, he couldn't because there was a blackout, is what he's saying. I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Oh, did you? Oh, that. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Okay. Yes, you did, Paint Team. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. Being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartment. Ah, right. What time did you call again? 1 p.m. So it's not dark. I mean, you know, it's still bright outside. It's just there was a power cut. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yeah, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Time of death 4 to 5 p.m. He's saying he made the call at 1 p.m.
Objection!
They really do make case 1 easy. Damn! So nothing compared to what we're gonna get ourselves into. Why are you even saying 1 p.m? What an idiot. Yeah. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death. It's sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this? 3-hour gap? Oh, that, what are you objecting for? What are you objecting for? The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Selwyn, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Another lie coming right up. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. My dude! You said there was a power cut, my dude. You said there was a power cut, my friends. You're not my friends. But you know what I mean. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Not possible. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Damn, he would have got away with that if he didn't say there was a power cut. Why did he say... I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. Got this one. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Obviously. That's the thing, yeah, like, why be so specific? If you're gonna lie... Gosh, so weird to say this, but if you're gonna lie, just, like, lie without being so sure, you know, just lie in the ways of, like, oh, I'm not sure, I don't remember, rather than being like, yeah, it was definitely 1, and it was definitely, there was a power cut, like, because then we can find contradictions, you know. That being said, though, I'm a terrible liar, so I can't even. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. You said heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I know, Cryptic, he's bothering me so much. Ugh. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? You're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. There was a voice saying the time. It's probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right! I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. Exactly. The witness has testified he heard his time. Yep. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I'm not even gonna press that one. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, right? I think the problem lies someplace else. We agreed that you heard the time at the scene then. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Right, here we go, guys. Electricity out from noon to 6 PM on the day of the crime.
Objection!
True, yeah. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Whoa! What did I just see? Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sakowitz? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now! Mr. Sakowitz, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. It's scary! These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowett. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. We gonna lie about this time. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Sorry, what? No. Must have been what I saw. No, as far as I know, the murder weapon is a thinker. This game is such BS though. Any court would have said, die. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Right, I ain't even gonna press him because he's just lying. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? The murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon itself is a statue. This has to be it. Would have said, oh, okay, I see. I believe it's this.
Objection!
Yeah, exactly, guys. Wait just a moment. So we caught him out because he said the murder weapon was the clock, and the murder weapon we see is a statue. So that's where the contradiction comes in. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Whoa! You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sowett. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. At least he hasn't got the grin on his face now. Your Honor, if I may? Yes, Mr. Payne? As a witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. I know, Cryptic, I know. Like, I've never completed. There's only one Ace Attorney game completed, and that was Spirit of Justice. Other than that, I've played like case 1 and 2 of a lot of the Ace Attorneys, but never gotten further than that. But my aim is to complete the trilogy. And I played this years ago, so I don't remember it. Wait, if he's a killer, then how does he not remember what he used? Questions. Okay. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. Oh, it's a good game, Painty. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. The murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony? Oh, yes. How do you know it's a clock without knowing it's a clock? It's a statue. There is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Ha, indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment, knew the victim went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. The music! The music! The music! Intriguing! Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your minds. Yeah, it's a bit dodge, but saved the case. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard no, I mean I saw. Ah. Oh my god, Phoenix's face. Oh my god, no. Probably. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. Order in the court, I say. You guys are amazing. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound from the the music's back. Claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. In fact, which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sound in the clock! Let's sound the clock now, here in court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. What kind of clock says I think it's? That's hilarious. Certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. That's so clever! That's so clever! A statue, that's the thinker, right? And it tells the time by saying, I think it's 2 o'clock. Like, that's GG. GG, you win. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha ha. You forgot one thing. Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Shouldn't matter. No, not really. How? Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. This means I cannot let you Sorry, I'll stop reading. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sachwitz. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! Criminal! You lawyers are slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. No, because... Okay, even if you don't have him, like, even if he's not guilty, Larry is definitely not guilty just because of eyewitness testimony. Right, guys? They don't take eyewitness testimony as proof. Right? And there's no proof to say Larry actually did it. This is a bit weird. I don't get it. There's nothing I can do about it now. Yes, Mia! Not so fast, Mr. Selwyn. Mia! I mean, Chief. That's, yeah, exactly. He's lied so much to the court. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. The Chief is over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? She travels. My girl was returning from Paris. The hit. Maybe. Let's just say yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. So it works on battery, so I don't think the blackout would do that. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence? I like that idea though. Like, don't doubt yourself. Like, you know that the clock was running slow. Don't try to find proof that says that the clock was running slow. Instead, okay, the clock is running slow. Why? I like that. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see for this one. Let's see there's evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It has to be this. Has to be this. Yeah.
Take that!
Time zones! Time zones! Time zones! Just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Vincent hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Selwyn? Or should I say Mr. Did It? Oh. Order. Order, I say! He did it! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? Here. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Phoenix, let's go! Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. He dropped the mic, he did. And with that, this court is adjourned. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Turns out that Frank Sowit was a common burglar. Oh, wow. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it, guys. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Selwyn let himself in to do his dirty work. Ah. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Selwyn grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Girl, if you see a burglar, please run out of the apartment. Out the building. Oh. Phew! I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Nice of the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Is she taking them in? Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. He hits on the ladies. Yes, he does. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Yeah, yes. You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. I love how she's just keeping it, like, no questions asked. She's like, you know what? This was the murder weapon, but here we go. I'll keep it. Better not forget butts. Pay for my services. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Okay, so it wasn't his girlfriend. I think he was literally just in his own head about it. And, like, they didn't even have a relationship. But in his head, he had a relationship, like, one-sided relationship. That's what it sounds like. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? No, no butts, no. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Oh, okay. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Do I? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. What the heck is she talking about? It's a 3DS remake. You know, I actually don't know what console these games were on, but this is the first 3 Ace Attorney games, all in one. It's a trilogy, and I'm playing it on Switch. What the flip? Has to be this. It has to be this.
Take that!
Okay, proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she travelled. True. True. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Yeah! Why did she take it with her? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. people too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? Yeah, we'll drink a toast to innocent bucks. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks? I want to know. And so, my first trial came to a close. Yeah. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." So I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Hello, Vratic! Yes, but a very, very long time ago, so I don't remember it. And also, I've never completed any Ace Attorney games. I've only done like case 1 and case 2, and then just stopped. So my aim is to actually complete the trilogy over time. The only game I've completed is Spirit of Justice. And that's it. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. You want to follow my journey? New episode has been added. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. Guys, we're moving on to case 2. Are you ready? I think we should give a 3-minute break.
Finish case 1.
So we can breathe, you know.
It's like 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. Case 1. Case 1. It's
15
fun. It's actually really fun though.
Yeah, it's so short though.
Yeah.
And it's, aren't you like protecting your own friend, right?
Yeah, you're protecting Larry.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Case closed. Congratulations. Okay, so I will see you guys in 2 minutes. It's just a breather, you know, like go use the bathroom if you need to, have a drink of water, keep hydrated, definitely. Have a snack, something like that, you know. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Let me just put in the be right back screen. Here we go. Bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. Gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. Had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. I'll be waiting, Maya. She recorded it? It's interesting. September 5, 8:57 p.m. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh ho ho. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Chill out. Detective series are paying off. Nice. Uh-oh. I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. What the flip? Hold on. Okay, let me just examine this area. Oh, okay, yeah. So far what we know is Mia, unfortunately, was murdered. I have to check and see if Mia the chief's okay. That smell. Blood? Sis, someone's there. Chief! Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. Encrusted with dry blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. No clues here. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gateway Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Looks like it, yeah. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. It is, but this time they hit with the bottom part. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Box. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hands. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? The piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. A receipt with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya. So Mia was writing that girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be useful evidence like this outside the courtroom. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police. Yeah, Maya didn't do it though. We call the police. The door to the chief's office is slightly open. I better not touch the doorknob. Couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Probably move. Just go back. Examine! Yes, we have not examined this area. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Right! I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? What? She's staring right at me! She's holding a phone in her hands. Legible. Everything is written. She's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Okay, I think that's everything in this area. Yeah, we're gonna find out. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Gumshoe! Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe. See? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received the report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Does word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? She must have seen the real killer though. Yeah. Yeah, so the one looking through the window must have seen the real killer, yes. The victim drew this here note in her blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer, I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct. Precinct? Ma'am? What? Case is definitely not closed. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Something fishy's going on. Wow! They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you, of course I will. Sorry, not a chance. Of course I will, your sister. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? Don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Ah, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oh my god. Wow, what a conversation to have. That's what she said. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you, yeah? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence from an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. A clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah! I forgot how to delete those things. Nice, nice. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. The sister is next because she too wears a necklace and is part of the spiritual meeting. What do you mean she's next? You think she's gonna die next? She lives. She's vibing. It's all good. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget. Okay? Sure, thanks. A conversation. I mean, the sister could have wrote that, but also the murderer could have wrote that as well. You've got to think about that. So we're just gonna have to like try and find evidence. A conversation I had with my sister recorded on my cell phone. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. You said the Fae family? Mia was into this stuff too. Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, in training. Well, can't you contact the spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. Couldn't do something on that level. Well, that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you? Sometimes though there are plot twists, so you just gotta look out for those. This is just of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was to ever get in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent? Ooh. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. Trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I could tell someone who's got money to burn. Expensive potted plants. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't seem to look like they've ever been read. The classic. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, I mean, I checked. But I checked. What do you want from me? Okay. Office is filled with police officers. Yes! I'm also a fan of the Professor Layton games. I played... Oh, of course, I also completed Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. If you count that as an Ace... It's not an Ace Attorney series, but it's still Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. You knew, Detective Gumshoe, Detective Suit Shoes, Detective Gumtree. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree? Gumtree? Gum doesn't grow on trees, pal. And now I'm the one in charge here, so don't push your luck. Yeah, Gumshoe's safe. This is great. Whatever you say, detective. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. But be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Oh, Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, yeah? Don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, right. You can see the report, but that's all. 9 PM. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. This is one trial you aren't going to win. Why'd you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Edgy boy. She might have known the killer. Yeah. Wait. You do know him, don't you? Oh, of course I do. I know him. He's a fierce prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides this case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost the case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumours of back alley deals and forged evidence. Ooh! Ooh! I didn't know that. I don't know that. Edgy boy. I don't know that. Edgy boy. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. No! I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that's Mia wrote to herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Exactly. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Oh, he's onto me. Tell him straight, tell him straight. If I tell him what I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something that matter? Yes! Yes, Painty. Facts. Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope. No, nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. Like her boyfriends. A cell phone holds all little girls' sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Lucky for us. Oh no, I don't think Maya will get killed. No. I don't think she'll get a guilty verdict either, obviously, because we know that she's innocent. Pause conversation between Chief and Maya. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You're done, huh? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Wait, one more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Absolutely we do. You're tricking your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Got that right, pal? Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Of course. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. There is something about her eyes, yeah. They look fake. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal, Teehee. Oh, she absolutely tries to look like a cat. She's got the yeah look. Memo to self, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Martin has used channel points for me to wear cat ears. I think that is very, very suited to this current scene here. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Yes, let's do it! The flowers are fake, as expected. I know some flowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching? Oh, bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms, you know? You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. She went, excuse me! Absolutely she's hiding something. What could it be? Alright, let's continue examining. Damn it, what happens if I try to examine? What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's a Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. Didn't she catch him as murderer? Who? No, so what she's saying is April's saying that she saw Maya kill Mia. But we know that Maya is innocent. So April's lying. I think it will be a little difficult to recognize her face from this distance though. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, hello. A simple bed, it's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. How about the picture? Ah! A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. Okay, let's talk to her. What you witnessed, Miss May, this room. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed on the time of the incident. Oh, observe, incident. You sound less like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, that bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Absolutely she is. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, you're hitting on me. No, hey. I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh. Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. No, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Interesting. Me? The witness? It's just like in the movies. Yeah, I don't think she has anything to say about this stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, none of it would be... Alright, okay. She doesn't care. She does not care. Alright, so I'm gonna have to come back to see what's in that drawer. But for now, let's move out and go to the detention center. Oh no. Okay, let's go to Crossbow. Yeah. Oh. Maybe I should just wait here for him to come back? Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yeah, that's me. She looks even grander than I imagined. Huh, that badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, yes, well, yes. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? How come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about my affair. That's a reaction. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. You just said you're not busy. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Your refusal! How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fair's sister. Mia, sorry. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. He does. Creep. Fine. Don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look somewhere else. Think not, huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? Nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques. In the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. Yeah. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Haha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colour of the sky, it will all come out soon. The hue of the sea. The weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Damn it, she's still here. You think he was the second glass in the hotel room? Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. He practically qualifies as a serial murderer now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Your family. I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Yeah, don't worry, we'll be checking all the evidence in court. Don't know, so she could still be alive? So her mother might still be alive, okay. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say lots of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. Interesting. So you live by yourself? Yeah, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. There's definitely a bigger picture, yeah. Police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? Police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Aww. Police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. Wait. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Go home defends Maya! I made up my mind! I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you, someone else is the culprit, I don't know why. Can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Aww. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Because when I tried to look into the drawer, she got all defensive. Has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, who are you? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ha! I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of the Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? Wait. That was his name, my sister told me. What was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother? Could it be a coincidence? Alright, let's check it out. Question though, before I click this, obviously. Is she dumb enough to notice that I'm very interested in what's in there? Is she dumb enough to not take it out while I'm away? I was away for how many hours? She could have got rid of the evidence, but no. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open door. I have my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? The story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy? Still here? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. He actually snooped around. Like, he actually snooped around. That's sick. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. Time for the trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. Well, it's got to do something got to do with technology. I don't know. Wiretap, I think she's like listening to, tapping into other people's tech. I think we'll find out. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. There you go. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Very illegal. Yeah, of course, yeah. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. Prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. Call our first witness. Detective Gumshoe? For what? Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use a floor map. Body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object. Murder weapon was a statue thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands. The court accepts this statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Oh yeah, no one knows that it's a clock. Well, the judge should know, but he's probably does so many trials that he's not going to remember that. No, I don't think, because like there was no broken window or anything. The window wasn't broken. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? I had hard evidence she did it. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Could couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. Oh, what's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Because then they have to give further information. You will find something there. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Oh yes, oh yes. The phone call came, I rushed to the scene, that's very normal. There were 2 people there already.
Hold it!
How long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal. Your dumb act will only get you so far. With their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You 2 stand out like suspicious people at this crime scene. Okay. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. We had a witness account this time. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? Miss Maya isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Miss May, sorry. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Not possible. Not possible, darling. Sorry. How you like that? It's my hard evidence. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, you know. Try not to forget. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I mean, look. It's literally that. It has to be that. It has to be that. The fact that he says that she wrote it before she died, but we have proof that she died instantly. Single blunt force trauma death was instantaneous.
Objection!
An objection. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Maya. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. Who can prove she wrote the killer's name? Also that, but she couldn't have wrote anything because she died instantly. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. Look! No butting your way out of this one, detective. Yep. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
What are you objecting to? I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder, the day after the murder, I forgot. After, it must be up. Must be. It must be after! When did I get the autopsy report? Of, the day of. The day of. No. No, it has to be the day after. It was the day after the murder. No! Edward! I've seen all the memes around the outdated autopsy reports. I've seen all the... For God's sake. There it is. Oh, Edgeworth. Oh, Edgeworth. Hello, Enzo. Welcome. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. After Phoenix spent the day of the... Yes, 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 Everett. He's done it. He's done it again. Edgeworth. At it again. What can we do? Not much. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Autopsy is like, it writes how the death occurred. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. Wow. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. No, I mean, if you look at that statue, I received these results this morning. It's like he's almost going to take a bow. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. The head, she was hit in the head. She was hit on the head, I believe. I believe so. He slipped the tenor to the guy doing the autopsy. Yeah, I think it's the head. And if you're struck in the head with that, how can you live on to write Maya? I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you would have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. I have to choose one? You're a sham! Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Oh. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood? The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion. Yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Yeah, check the handwriting, but then again, like, you can't question handwriting when someone's dying. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Yeah, she's not. Here she comes, guys. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Here she is. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from one-ton winking. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel's directly across from Fane Co-Law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Alright, here we go. What did you see? It was 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was this mousy girl sitting in the defender's chair. Then the woman, she dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy. Time to cross-examine. Too fast to go to her hotel room and call the police, and the body was still warm when you came. Yes, she's not the killer, but she could be protecting the killer. Yes, exactly. She's covering the second glass. I like the way you put that. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yeah? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Of course not. I guess there's no like direct connection between the second glass and the murder, so that's why they didn't do a fingerprints test. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. That is rude! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, of course! Say that my objections to not mix Ace Attorney and Danganronpa. What's that? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Nine at night, I looked out the window, you know? Why did you look out the window at 9 at night? No, that's not, I don't think that's important. I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Yeah, let's check the time. You're right. Let's check the time real quick. Where does it say the time? It should say the time on the autopsy note, but there's no time. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, guys. It's a bit weird. Okay. Never mind. Oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a girl. How do you know she was the defendant? I guess we just gotta wait and see. Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Yep, he's right. I question the testimony. Always question. Unless they say don't question. Hold on a minute. Testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. You're lying. You can't straight out say someone's lying. Did you really see the defendant at all? Got a reaction. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. But But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Would you say to that? Oh God! Raur! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw it. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling, Miss May. But would like to remind you to please omit nothing from your testimony. I'm sorry. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did, I saw everything. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did! That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? How do you know it's a clock? How do you know it's a clock? How do you know it's a clock? High school students being forced to kill each other and then get away with it after a body is discovered and an investigation is held. Class trial will begin. Sorry, what? Wait, is this real life? Is it a game? Tell me it's a game. Oh my. April's body language is hilarious. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Oh, thank goodness, Enzo! You have to... Let me know! You scared me. Okay. I got a bit worried there. It was very detailed as well. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Thank you. Thank you. No. Normally, I don't actually like murder mysteries. I just read like the Ace Attorney series for some reason. Probably because it's a video game and you actually get to do something like... You get to decide how it turns out. Not important. The woman dodged. Okay. You said it was a clock. How the heck do you know it's a clock? You can't know it's a clock from afar. That doesn't even look like a clock. It's a statue.
Objection!
Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Oh, come on. No, no, no. No, the cases aren't connected like that. They're not connected like that. So she has nothing to do with the other case. So that means she found out that that is a clock somehow. Actually quite similar to Europa. After a body is found, you have to go around and gather evidence and prove in court who the killer is. Interesting, okay. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Miss? Okay. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person is much the same position as you recently called this a clock. He was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. This is not a trivial concern. Yes, of course, you will enjoy a question. No. Big objection. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Or only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fane Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. You know. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung. It couldn't have rung because the conversation that Mia had with Maya said that she took out the clockwork. So what console is Danganronpa on? That Miss Pink and the last murderer are covering that. Yeah, she's covering the murderer, yeah. Inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty, it's broken, the batteries are dead. It's empty. The clock is missing its clockwork! PlayStation and PC! That's why I've never heard of it. Okay. How could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tusk tusk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew! I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed. The clock is empty as you say, it can't ring. However, you must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true, that is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. Yes, yes, yes. Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. Now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Mia, what's up? Called in a while. Da-da-da. Again. It's a clock made out like this. Think I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Hi, it's not working, that's lame.
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of murder. I mean, what are the chances that she recorded that conversation though, for real? Ooh! His eyeballs! Oh, I don't know if I've never concentrated on his animation this much. Like, I've never noticed his eyeballs become dots. And yeah, I don't like it. And you guys want me to play Little Nightmares? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Rumble, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. What do I say? I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. I'm so proud of you, Phoenix. Look at you. I'm so proud of you. So yeah, it's just going through the conversation now. But basically, the conversation says that she removed the clockwork. And that was before the murder. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. The witness had seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Yes! Larry made this for his girlfriend. Get out of here. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence. You can prove the witness hasn't seen Clock in the form of a statue, the clock's gears have been removed. Made by Larry Butts.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. The situation, I think, like the upper guy last court, they both only covering zero. She's definitely covering for someone. Definitely. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Burn! Excuses not on sale today? Oh, this is a short case as well, actually. Yeah. Oh, yes, please. Oh my god, battery depleted! Not on this animation! Battery depleted! I can't do it! No! No! Good timing! Good timing! Good timing! Uh-oh! We've got to sit with the animation for a bit. Okay, here we go. Here we go, the music. Absolutely not. What's it to you, porcupine head? Wait, I'm charging it. What's the problem? Work, please. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? What the heck's going on, man? I don't want to leave it like this. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the Joy-Cons. I'm gonna have to use the flipping Joy-Cons. Oh dear. Oh, it's okay. I mean, the Joy-Cons, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh! Oh, see me! Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Wow, details. Oh dear, does the defense have an opinion of this behavior? This is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it, you had heard about it. Wiretapping. Heard about it. She mad. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Take that!
Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Interesting. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May. You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Ooh. What are you objecting? This is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure this is his. How Objection overruled, yeah, Edgeworth, you see how it feels now. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. We'll see. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? Think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. Simple. Oh, I love this. Oh. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon is a clock. Well, check out the conversation, darlings. It tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now.
Take that!
Yeah, don't worry, just try to pay attention. There's a lot going on. But at the moment we're finding out that April May was tapping into Mia's phone. Mia was the one who got killed. That's that. Just focus on like what's going on currently. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Conversation again where she says that it's a clock. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous! Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Defense demands an answer. La la la. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right, you lawyer? It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's in the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Why the wiretap? Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you have nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought of that. And of course I can and will. Can't be serious. No way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened at around 9 at night. Wait, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quick, ice melts, shush. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Call the bellboy as a witness. Continue exam. Call the bellboy as a witness. Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, we will see what his testimony says. If you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Bay. That is my condition. Why does one have to equal the other? Damn it. Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Never give up. Got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. She's not, but that doesn't have to mean Maya is, because it's literally just eyewitness again. That's not good enough evidence. 4. You fell right into my trap. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Oh boy. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. Certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. He said it looks rather heavy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her. He must really love his job. At 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. There was champagne, you're right. I see the defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder, Maya will be finished. Guys, we gotta find this! We gotta find it! Alright. Head bellboy, good for you. Believe it was at 8 in the evening from our guest.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her, all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. Is he talking about her boobies? Oh, sorry, he might not be. Oh, he was. Okay. I was like, is my mind going somewhere? But no, that's what he meant. Okay. Them. Excellent. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Fine. Precisely 9 then. Precisely. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, hee hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. She did, Painty! Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? I delivered the iced coffee to our guest. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I bought this room service, sir, the guest, favoured me with a, embracer, sir. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss. But not a French kiss. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. If you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Don't nod! Witness may leave. No! Protest, always protest. Wait! Please wait! Yeah? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Can I save the game? Okay, it's not bed making. Check-in would tell us if she checked in with someone. But room service is also very relevant to what's going on. And the check-in might be at a different time, so that's not really relevant, but the room, okay, room service. Yes, or iced coffee for two. For two! We don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you just say? Ha! Oh, rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I think both check-in and room service would have come to the same conclusion.
Objection!
Object. It was objectionable. Trying a bit too hard there, Edgeworth. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. I see. Oh. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, so... Oof! You fool! Done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. But when you bought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was Miss April May, the man with Miss April May. The bellboy, the man with her. He just loves his job a lot. Oof! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. 3 exclamation marks! My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Ooh! So, now we get to talk to who we think. Sorry, who was the man? Oh gosh, what was this? What was it on? Off. Was it on off? I think it was on off. Save. Okay, we get to talk to the man who was there on the day of the murder with April May, but was not in the room. However, guys, my vocal cords are dying. Okay, and it has been a 4-hour session today. Super fun. So I'm gonna end it there, and we will continue the case tomorrow. I'm gonna continue tomorrow. If you miss it, do not worry. I will be saving all the VODs so you can watch it back. You know, if you miss like the ending or anything. And yeah, so I'll be playing tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but I'll make sure it goes on Discord and Twitter when I go live. So that's the best places to know when I'm going live. I'm very excited to see how this turns out. Right, guys, have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Just before I go, here are my socials for anyone who wants to follow me on those. I'm so excited. Remember, if you miss it, don't worry, VOD. But if you can be here, be here. I appreciate you guys being part of the stream. Thank you so much. See you guys.